What's good? It's your boy Fanon. Okay, breaking news again. Oh man. Just when I thought I was going to like Dillian Whyte. Dillian Whyte is not going to face Luis Ortiz, as it was reported or rumored yesterday by the Sun. Dillian Whyte will face Joseph Parker in the O2 Arena in London, July 28th. Please, first of all, this is more like it. Seriously. When I was announced that Dillian Whyte was going to wrongfully, and I did, my apologies, but I'm out here trying to correct the record as fast as I can. When it came out that he was going to face Luis Ortiz, I was like, yes, man, this dude is going to get beat. Because he wasn't going to beat Luis Ortiz. So what does he do? What does Eddie Hearn do instead? He puts him in there with a guy coming off what I think is 2 losses in a row. Joseph Parker, who lost to Anthony Joshua, and in my opinion, before that, even though he did get the win on the scorecards, Huey Fury. A significantly less dangerous boxer than Luis Ortiz. So I thank you to everybody that subscribes to the channel. Please subscribe, like, share the videos. That would be tremendous. A lot of times, guys, I thank you guys for all the support and subscribe and ask you to subscribe and share, but also share the videos. And thank you for everybody that donates to the page and supports the cause on through Patreon, through Super Chats, and through the Venmo. So thank you guys very much, but let's get into this again. Dillian Whyte will face Joseph Parker in a heavyweight clash at the O2 Arena in London in July 28th. It has been announced. Now, this one, there's actually been a press conference. Okay, both boxers have just one defeat on their records against world champion Anthony Joshua. Whyte lost to his British rival in a 7th round stoppage in December 2015, while the New Zealander Parker's WBO reign was ended by a points loss to Joshua in a unification bout in March. Whyte, who is plotting his way towards a world title against unbeaten WBC champion Deontay Wilder, is promising to do what Joshua couldn't and knock Parker out. It is going to be pain. It's going to be a KO. I'm banging up for this. He said upon the announcement. So he said this during the announcement. So this is verified. He's a good boxer, but he didn't show much courage against Joshua. Hopefully he'll be a bit more adventurous and come have a go against me. I like challenges and I rise to them. This is a big bout, and I'll be training very hard as always. There is a massive incentive here to try to stop him. We're back at the O2. It's a great atmosphere inside the arena, and I'll be looking to get a similar result to my last bout here. Defeat to Joshua was the only blemish on Parker's record, and after taking the Brit the full distance is promising another entertaining bout next month. We both seen in AJ, one of us ended the bout on our feet and the other didn't. That pretty much speaks for itself, he added. I'm really looking forward to facing Dillian. He's got a big mouth and says some funny things. He's also highly entertaining in the ring. It's an incredible bout. There's no doubt about it. I'm really happy how things have worked out. I know it took a lot of hard work from my team to get this over the line. What a duck. What a duck. What a duck. Duck a purse bid that Eddie Hearn lost, and then duck an eliminator with Luis Ortiz for a guy that is not going to knock out, the guy that is not going to knock out or cause any real problem for Dillian Whyte. For Dillian Whyte, for Joseph Parker, coming off of a loss, who's in my book coming off two, because Huey Fury beat that dude from pillar to post, won that bout easy. That wasn't, he won it easy, in my opinion. Like, people talk about certain, bouts not going the right way, like Gennady Golovkin versus Canelo. That was one of the big ones that people complained about the outcome on. Man, in my book, Huey Fury versus Joseph Parker was a much wider gap than Canelo Alvarez versus Gennady Golovkin. Much wider gap. He didn't even look like he was on the same. If Huey Fury would sit down on his punches, that bout would have been just an absolute walk in the park. So, that is more like it. Now, because honestly, man, I got to say, when I was so excited, because I was like, you know what, with the heavyweight division, and I was like, man, Dillian Whyte, I got to like him. Because he's willing to go out there on his shield. I actually I had to hold off on really complimenting Eddie Hearn for making this happen, because I was like, look, this Dillian Whyte versus Luis Ortiz could have happened. It could have happened without you having that the title eliminator having to happen. He could have just went on ahead and did it. So for them to go ahead and do it now, I was like, that seemed like that's around the block kind of way to go about it. But hey, Dillian Whyte, Luis Ortiz, that's what's up. Luis Ortiz is going to beat Dillian Whyte. That's going to be a wrap. I don't care where it is. It could be in the O2 Arena. It could be wherever. But Dillian Whyte ducks Luis Ortiz to go for Joseph Parker. What a absolute who cares? Who cares? Now we're back to a who cares bout. Who cares? Joseph Parker he's not at the top level of the heavyweight division. And all Dillian Whyte is going to use, what is this going to do other than, well, I guess one thing is it's going to get Dillian Whyte completely away from facing Deontay Wilder, which I think is really interesting, because all of that talk about wanting to get with Deontay Wilder, all of that talk about wanting to face Deontay Wilder and how hard they work to be the WBC, get in position to be the WBC, whatever, right? And the work, and the facing the mandatory, another bout that was ordered, which was Dillian Whyte versus Pulev. When it all was said and done, Dillian Whyte didn't do either one. He didn't do either one of them. It goes for Joseph Parker because why? Let's be real. Why? Right? Because he's Anthony Joshua's bodyguard. He's Anthony Joshua's bodyguard. They're going to put him in a bout where he can win, because Joseph Parker's not that good, and Eddie Hearn can keep control of the bout. And it wouldn't go to Bulgaria, because he would have been in there with Pulev if Eddie Hearn could have afforded to win that purse bid. So instead of having Eddie Hearn have a boxer do something other than go with him, he's going to put him in there with Joseph Parker. Now, isn't that pretty much the same thing? It's like Anthony Joshua in a microcosm. It's like Anthony Joshua, Deontay Wilder in a microcosm. In the Anthony Joshua situation, he gets paid. He's asked for $50 million guaranteed. He gets an offer for $50 million guaranteed, and he doesn't take it because why? Now, some people say that's because he is a coward, right? Now, there's two different reasons why he could be one, right? Because he's afraid of losing, and he's afraid of losing, all the publicity that he gets and all of that stuff, just losing his O. There's something about losing. And you can't tell me that boxers aren't afraid of losing. They are. Sugar Ray Leonard said he was afraid of losing. Floyd Mayweather Jr. said he was afraid of losing. Right? Those are two Hall of Fame boxers. And they both said that they were afraid of losing. So maybe Anthony Joshua was afraid of losing. Right? Eddie Hearn is definitely not willing to lose control of the event. and not be able to do what he wants to do, which is scalp them tickets on the secondary market. He wants it at that O2 Arena so he can get that StubHub scam going and make his money on the side. Now, I'm just playing about that, though, even though that's what Frank Warren had to say about him and was dead serious and was absolutely positively serious about that when he said it. But Eddie Hearn didn't want to give up control of Deontay Wilder, of that bout. And now you have all this talking that they were doing about getting to be, one Deontay Wilder. That was a plan. Dillian Whyte, Deontay Wilder, because ultimately what they want to do is they want that rematch that nobody cares about. They want to sell the rematch that nobody cares about, which is nobody cares about. All right, nobody except for Dillian Whyte's family cares about, maybe his sister and his mama care about a rematch between Dillian Whyte and Anthony Joshua. Who cares? Who cares? Who cares? But that's probably going to be what's up. That eight boxing match plan that Eddie Hearn talked about from the beginning. So him facing Joseph Parker just makes so much more sense. He's consistent. Now, the thing about Matchroom Boxing and Eddie Hearn, from what I can observe, is he'll say whatever he has to say. Whatever's coming out of his mouth comes out of his mouth. No doubt about it. He'll say he has his goal. He has the thing that he's trying to achieve, but he's consistent about that thing that he wants to achieve. And he's like a dog with a bone. It's tough, it's tough to get it out of his mouth, Or like you ever had a really, really hungry dog and isn't eaten in a while, and you put some food down there and they're really thankful for the food, but then you try to take that plate up before that dog is done and you try to bite your hand because that one-minded, that single-minded about what's going on. That's Eddie Hearn's determination to get his way no matter what. To the point of setting up this garbage. Because that's what this fight is. That's what this bout is. This bout is absolutely a high level who cares bout, which is going to be followed up by another bout with Anthony Joshua and more than likely Anthony Joshua and Alexander Povetkin, which is another who cares. So let's get through how many no care bouts have been taking place in the heavyweight division with Matchroom. There's a series of them. So the first who cared was, well, no, I guess Joseph Parker for unification. You can kind of say that you care about that, but there's God, dog. Joseph, what did Joseph Parker? Is Joseph Parker? Nah. You have, what's that guy's name? Carl Stakam. Who cares? Then you have Joseph Parker. I could take it for the belt, but other than that, it wasn't about that Anthony Joshua was in any trouble in. Now or any trouble of losing on paper. Though he did get staggered a couple times in that bout and had to take a break. The referee told the referee that he needed a break. That was pretty interesting. And now you have Dillian Whyte, and then you have him going against Alexander Povetkin, another 40-year-old dude my age. Who cares about that? You have Deontay. Then you have Dillian Whyte against, what did he do? With Malcolm Tan, Hellenius, Malcolm Tan, Lucas Brown, and now Joseph Parker. Who cares? Who cares? And who cares more? Oh, yeah, and who cares more? But that's, like I said, that's much more like it. That makes me, it validates what I thought about him, or what I think about the scenario. The ultimate goal was to have Dillian Whyte face Deontay Wilder, and I'm sure he was going to want it in the UK so that they could have their little funny. Now, this is my opinion, right? This is my tinfoil hat is on. So they get to get Dillian Whyte and Deontay Wilder in the UK. They could, unless Dillian Whyte got knocked out, which he more than likely would. he was going to wind up with the belt, and then they could unify. Then, what's his name? Anthony Joshua could unify with Dillian Whyte. In one way or the other, all four of those belts would be in the hands of Matchroom. Well, the WBC didn't go for it. And the WBC was like, look, we're not interested in having you, because you know how the WBC is. No, we're not interested in having this Dillian Whyte bout. Okay, we want the Anthony Joshua bout with our champion, Deontay Wilder, who's been 7-time defending champ over here, plus Al Heyman and these guys. We've got a lot of boxers over here. They know the politics. We're getting paid. Right? This ain't the IBF there's not the IBF who will get with you. Now, wouldn't that be funny if the IBF, if the IBF did something like Gennady Golovkin, but you more than likely that's not going to happen. But anyway, that's what the plan is. They wanted to get him through. They wanted to get Dillian Whyte with Deontay Wilder, but the WBC puts Luis Ortiz in there. And then somebody beats. So they're like, okay, no, we'll move Dillian Whyte over here to Pulev, right? We'll have him in there against Pulev. Then Pulev's team was like, again, does a second whammy on Eddie Hearn and those guys, because the first time it was Anthony Joshua was supposed to face Pulev. Anthony Johnson. You know what Stephen A. Smith called him, Anthony Johnson. Well, anyway, Anthony Joshua was supposed to get in the ring with Pulev, but he was like, nah, I'm not ready, and faked an injury and pulled out. So then he goes to Carlos Takam. So anyway, man, it's just really interesting stuff. And what a shame for the heavyweight division, man. I was so excited about a Dillian Whyte Luis Ortiz bout. And I was so ready to compliment Dillian Whyte and say, hey, man, win or lose, just like it said in the comment section of that video, win or lose, that's going to be a great look for Dillian Whyte. Because Dillian Whyte's going to get in there against a guy that he ain't going to beat. And I know he's not going to beat Luis Ortiz. Everybody that talked about when it was said that bout was going to be made, everybody on the comment section knew that dude wasn't going to win. Dillian Whyte knows he ain't going to win. Luis Ortiz knew he wasn't going to win. Deontay Wilder knew wasn't going to win. Dillian Whyte's mama knew he wasn't going to win. Because Dillian Whyte is a domestic level UK boxer. That's what he is. Ain't nothing terrific about him. Ain't nothing outstanding about him. And he would have lost to Luis Ortiz. So that's the big shame of it, is that, once again, Luis Ortiz is ducked, right, by somebody else. Anthony Joshua ducked him. Now, Deontay Wilder gave him a shot. The dude tested positive. Deontay Wilder gave him a shot again. But now you got him getting ducked for Joseph Parker. What in the world could Joseph Parker bring? What does Joseph Parker bring into the table that Luis Ortiz does not? He's coming. He fights. He wants to get in there against a guy that's coming off a loss on the last Matchroom card. Anthony Joshua's bodyguard. Now he was Anthony Joshua's bodyguard. Now he's taking Anthony Joshua's leftovers. Just, hey man, that's what you expect out there from Matchroom. No, that's what we're supposed to expect. That's what the heavyweight division is this still nonsense. Absolute garbage. This is a garbage duck move. This is a duck move. You ducked Pulev because of the control, because he wanted to have control, and he ducks Luis Ortiz because he can't win. What a joke. But hey, man, you guys out there in UK, you guys, you yuppies out there, not all of the UK fans, the UK fans, but, the yuppies out there that just, want to see your guy win and not, you don't care, because you don't know, right? enjoy yourself in the O2 Arena. You know what I mean? Enjoy yourself. Enjoy those. And hey, make sure you get those tickets on that secondary ticket market, man, so you can put that extra money in Eddie Hearn's pocket. But anyway, with that, I'm out. Peace.